This is a brief demonstration on using OneSearch. So we're going to start with the OneSearch bar right from the center of the library homepage. Just a little bit about what OneSearch is. It's basically a huge database that we've put the material from our other databases into so that you can just conduct one search. And you're actually searching over a lot of different resources, including the library catalogs, so items that are physically here in the building that you could check out, in addition to millions of articles from journals and magazines and newspapers. So let's just start with a search. I'm going to do, in addition to showing you some OneSearch techniques, I'm going to throw in a few other general search techniques that you might find helpful even when searching in other databases or on the regular internet through Google. So let's look at sign language interpreting. So you can do signed language or sign language. You may want to try both, but I'm going to do signed language. So before we actually get in there, one of the tips is going to be the thing called wildcard, which you can use with an asterisk. And what that does is it tells the database to find all of the letters up until then, but then any kind of ending is okay. So we could do plurals or ing or past tense like ed. So that's what we're going to do here, because you might want to do interpreting or interpreters, and this will let you save time by not having to search all of those individually. So let's do this search. So you can see we have quite a lot of results, and we definitely don't want to look through all of those, but remember, it's more than just articles here, so we will need to cull down. One other thing we might want to do before we even start refining anymore is to make this into a phrase search. So we can do that by putting quotation marks. Since this is more than one word, we can call that a phrase. And that will force the system to find all of the words together and not just separately, in different parts of a sentence or a paragraph, for example. So I'm going to hit the search again. And you see it's already knocked out a whole lot of our results. And then since we know we need peer reviewed, we can go ahead and mark that. You can either click the words, or if you hit the checkbox, make sure to hit update. So another thing we might want to do, of course, is adjust our publication date. If you need more current information, then that's going to help you out a lot. So I know that you are going to be looking at something more specific with sign language interpreting and memory theories. So you might want to pull up the subjects. I'll do that real quick just so you can see, and hit the show more there. And so these are some of the, I guess this is 50 or thereabouts, most common subject headings or tags that appear in our search. So you might decide that you want to choose some specific or also combine a couple. For example, we might decide we want interpreters for the deaf to make it really specific instead of like interpreting in spoken languages. And if we did that, then you can see that we would get 34 results. And whatever you choose, you can choose multiple, it's okay. Just make sure to hit update. I'm going to leave it alone for right now because I want to get back to our results. So if you want to view the actual article, there's a couple ways you can do that. You can, of course, click the title. I'll do that real quick. And what happens when you get the title is you get a full record, so you'll have the entire abstract instead of just a couple lines. You still have your link to get to the full text. In this case, we're going to use link source. Link source is basically just a bridge that will take us from OneSearch to the database that houses this article. And then you've got your tools over here on the right. They're pretty self-explanatory. Cite is a really nice one. I'll do that real quick so you can see. So these are some commonly used citation styles, and you can grab those to paste into a paper. You just want to make sure you check them over because occasionally they are not quite right. And let's go back to our result list. And you can see there are all of the ways to get to the full text. Sometimes they say different things. Sometimes it's direct article, PDF link there. Sometimes it is the link source again, or some other kind of linking tool to get from one database to another. One other thing that I like to point out is using the folder, the Add to Folder feature. So this is a really great tool to stay organized and actually get back to a search or some resources that you've saved. The only thing is you have to create an account inside OneSearch. This is what's called a MyEBSCOhost account. EBSCOhost is the database company that makes OneSearch for us. So you can create an account. It's totally free, but it doesn't already exist and it's not tied to your N number, so you can make it whatever you want. So you would just go to the sign in at the top in the blue and then create new account if you don't already have one. I have one, so I'll just log in real quick so you can see what it does. And it puts us right back where we were, so we didn't lose anything. But now you can go along and add to the folder and then save the things and get back to them later. If you want to get back to your folder, of course, you just click the folder at the top. I'll do that real fast. So then I have a bunch of kind of random things here, but you can see it looks pretty much like our result list, and so you've got the convenient full text links there. If you click any of the titles, it takes you back to that same screen with the abstract and all the tools. So it's really nice to be able to save that kind of stuff and get back to it really easily. So that's pretty much it with using OneSearch. Hopefully you've got a few pointers, and then I will be around in your course monitoring the discussion forum, so I'll be happy to help if anyone gets stuck or you have questions about the searching process or anything like that.